And to help us understand these issues and the next steps for the party, we are joined this morning by Kennedy Ahanotu, the National Youth Leader of the Labour Party. Now, he will share insights on the controversy, the party's response, and what members and Nigerians should expect in the days ahead. It's nice to have you join us this morning.
Good morning, Eshemomo, and Happy New Year, Nigerians. Exactly. It's going to be a great 2026.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now, does the INEC's withdrawal of certification of your FCT candidates translate to loss of confidence in the leadership of the Labour Party? Does that mean the leadership is rejected? And who actually controls your party? Is it the courts? Is it INEC? Or is it party actors?
Well, every political institution, and especially political parties we have in Nigeria, is built on tripod. We have the regulator, that is INEC, and we have the party, that is the party constitution, and we have the constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. These are the things that every political party in Nigeria is standing upon. And like you mentioned, our candidates have not been totally rejected. INEC have just said there are multiple cases in court. And within that period that primary were conducted for FCT election primaries, INEC didn't monitor. Of course, the former INEC chairman, I don't know why we don't bring people to book after they have finished their tenure in some government offices. He committed a lot of blunders because even at that point, Julius Abure is still the man running Labour Party. His name well established on the portal of INEC. INEC giving the due notice for that primary. But eventually, INEC did not supervise that primary. So the letter you saw was an INEC explaining the circumstances surrounding why they did not participate or supervise that our area council primaries. And that they will prefer, because you saw the candidates are desperate to be on the ballot, and they still believe that Labour Party will win FCT. And that is why sometimes we are confused about the whole thing. It seems the system doesn't want Labour Party to participate in the FCT area council election, because the first working day of the year, the candidate on their own, they didn't even consult the party, went to protest in INEC, and that letter came out. INEC explaining that there are multiple suits, multiple orders, so they will prefer to wait for some of these suits to be concluded before they will do the needful and probably publish the candidates of Labour Party in the coming area council election. It has nothing to do with the party leadership. It has nothing till this moment. In fact, the new INEC leadership have been working excellently well with the party. I have to mention that because in as much as we criticize, when people do the right thing, you also appreciate them. When Mayor Abamuche came on board, a senior lawyer, sound lawyer, she looked into the whole process and discovered that these people had legitimate leadership. And he continued to accord the Labour Party that leadership respect. And they've been inviting us. When the senior advocate, of course, a professor of law, came on board as an INEC chairman, he has equally followed suit, according to Labour Party all the right and privileges. But you know, some of these challenges were backlog of the effect of very poor management acumen of Mahmoud.
Let me come back to you on this. Some have argued that INEC does not need to be present to monitor the various primaries physically present in the. It's not a must. If they are there or not does not negate the importance of a primary. But would you say that actions of INEC, because it worried your party that INEC did not show up like you just analyzed, and you don't know why they didn't show up, the previous leadership. Now, would you say that INEC is enforcing the law, or it is selective in its implementation of the law?
Well, from the look of things, if you look at that INEC Electoral Act, actually, even though it has been argued in plethora of cases that shall in that place is also may, That is, whether they attend or not, the most important thing is give INEC the notice as a political party, give them the notice. But if you look at that clause in the Electoral Act, that is why it worries political parties, because Nigeria is what it is, you know. It shall, you know, be there, present in the primary of every election that will produce candidate for an election. But in a convention or congresses, they may. That is written clearly in the Electoral Act. So that shall there is why every political party is worried during their primary to elect candidate, that they make sure that INEC is present. But ordinarily, you see, I think the job of INEC outside supervising political parties begins fully with candidates after nominations. So it doesn't actually matter when you look at it properly whether INEC is there present or not. As long as the party internal democracy.
But no political party has actually gone to court for a